Impressive victory for Anthony Joshua, Paul BUTLIN. 30 odd fights, distance with Chisora twice, 7 rounds with Jonathan Banks, etc. etc. We move on. Fire away.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for coming out as well. Thanks for having this press conference with me. Paul BUTLIN, second fight, moving on from the first one. Emmanuel Leo, different kind of opponent, different experience, and you know, in tonight's fight, I come out. I could see times when he was potentially hurt. You know, you never know how bad someone's hurt. I took my time, I was patient, and then I was looking for shots that I've been working on in the gym. So overall with tonight's performance, the main thing I could take away from it is that I'm now beginning to think about what I'm doing in the ring, not just throwing shots for the fun of it, falling over my shots. I'm actually trying to calculate and set things up to take them out before the 6 rounds ends. And all credit to Paul BUTLIN. You know, he's had 10 weeks to train for this bout. We spoke after. He said, like, normally he takes fights on 24-hour notice, 3 days notice, and he's been in with the majority of them. Jonathan Banks, Chisora twice, prize fighter, and he said there's no excuses for this fight. He was as fit as can be, you know, and that was the best Paul BUTLIN. He said that come to the ring, and that was the best of me. And all credit for him for getting up after that shot. And he's a game guy. I didn't expect no less. And it's on to the next one now, one step at a time. November 14th at Bethnal Green. It's going to be another contest, another test for me to prove myself. And step by step, I just got to keep on improving and stay dedicated.
Questions, guys?
Did you feel much improvement between the last fight and this one in yourself, like more comfortable in the ring and relaxed?
In the sense, like I said, mainly now, the first one I was a bit eager. This one I thought, okay, I'm going to think about what I'm doing, so I'm going to try to slip a few shots instead of just rushing in and try to take him out. So I felt now I'm becoming more of a thinking fighter.
It's important actually that you do get more rounds though, don't you? About 2 rounds and 2 fights now.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
3 rounds.
So it makes all the difference.
Yeah, it makes all the difference. But 2 things there, what you're saying about the rounds is that, don't get me wrong, every fighter trains to go the distance. But if you train hard, you're potentially going to shorten that distance down. And what I do after if I get a knockout, I go back to the changing rooms and I do my pad work anyway. So, you know, it's always good to get the rounds in the ring, but I can never, there's no extra time in boxing, you know. When it's time to take them out, you've got to do your best to take them out. So that's what boxing's about. I can't say when the bell's going to go, if I'm going to take it to victory or points or knockout, but we'll see. There's going to be a time that someone stands up to every one of my shots, and you know, it's going to be a great show.
Eddie, you weren't tempted to stick him in with someone like Tony and got him over?
Yeah, well, he's on the prize fight. I mean, you know, that's virtually sold out already. People are going to want to watch him. I just said to him, walking up, I said, I think we're going to step him up to a quicker level than we first anticipated, but at the same time, we've got to do it right. He's got to learn properly. You know, tonight was more of a journeyman style fighter who was trying to hang in there but couldn't. Leo was more of a sort of an erratic fighter who thought he could win. You know, at times we're going to potentially bring in a southpaw. We're going to box someone who fights on the inside, a young prospect, another journeyman. But as you know, with the public, they will become a little bit impatient. But unfortunately, we've got to do the right thing. But I do think if he keeps improving the way I think he will, he'll be stepped up probably a little bit quicker than anticipated.
Is it so cost you more money to get people to fight?
Yeah. I told him that as well. I told him that as well. But that's just normal, Pat. You know, when people see what he does to, you know, I mean, the likes of Paul BUTLIN, incidentally one of the worst cuts I've seen from a punch. It's not a great job, is it, to get in there with Anthony Joshua? So they're going to have to be financially rewarded. That's all part of the process. But this is a long-term investment, and you know, the money really, what you're talking about, what people want, is irrelevant because we've got to do the right thing. So yeah, it'll be expensive, but the end product is going to be a beautiful thing.
Anthony, were you watching any of your old rivals in the World Championships this weekend? 4 of them made the semi-finals.
I watched, you know, today actually, just for a bit of motivation, I watched the final. I watched Medzadorf and Camarelli box, which is good.
Ditchko, I think he fought him.
Oh, sorry, I watched the semi-final.
Yeah.
I watched the semi-final. I heard he knocked out Ditchko.
Yeah, he was going.
Yeah. It shows, right, that, alright, Ditchko, I boxed Ditchko, I boxed Medvedev, Camarelli. Medvedev dropped Camarelli, Medvedev knocked out Ditchko, Medvedev knocked out the Cuban, I went, good fight with Medvedev, I had a good fight with Camarelli. So like, it's great to see that, you know, with a little experience, I've got enough heart to battle on with these guys, you know, and it's good to see these guys, you know, from a distance. I'm in the pro game, but like, they got no head guard. They train just like professionals. They're just as tough. And when I was watching it, I thought, wow, that was competition I was up against as an amateur with the little experience I had. So it makes me have that little bit more belief in my ability and what I can do, you know. So give it another 14 months, 2 years, if I stay dedicated and disciplined, just how much I can come on.
Butlin gone to get the eye check.
I would think so. Yeah, it was really, really bad. It was split from the top of the brow all the way along the eyelid, all the way to the end. It was horrific. He'll need surgery. It was a bit like, you know, the bell you cut against. It was that sort of deepness, but in the eyelid, it was.
Let him go on though, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect the ref to let him go on. One, because I think he was hurt, and two, because the cut was so bad. But he's a game, you know, he's a game boy. You know, and I think it was just what Anthony needed. I think he was a perfect opponent and a perfect performance.
Is that different for you to see the referee allow it to go on? Because usually if that happens when you're an amateur, it would be waved straight off. You have to go in and just finish him off.
Yeah, I like that. You know, it's good. It's good. Because it's what I'm hungry for, man. You know, I want to win, and if I see him hurt, I want to take him out. So I saw that he was hurt, and it just gave me that bit of spite. That let me go finish him off now. And the ref jumped in the way. But little things like I saw he was hurt in the first round. But as I said, you never really know how much someone's hurt, so I took my time. I said, and then when you really know you've got someone, as he dropped, got up at 8, I thought, okay, this is my time to go in and finish him off. And it's good that the ref lets it go on because it's professional boxing. This is the real deal, you know. This is what we get paid for, so it gives him a chance to recover and try to beat me.
You feel the adrenaline flying then?
Yeah, definitely. It's good. I really miss boxing over the 40 months I was off, and it's a privilege to be back in the ring like every other week now. It's good.
Right, gents, thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank
We'll
you.
be up in 5 minutes.
Thank you.